My name is Shen Xueyan. Within the Forbidden City, people say that if you wish to live long, you must learn to be mute, deaf, and blind. But for someone like me who makes a living wielding knives in the Imperial kitchen, I need only ears to hear the temper of the fire, eyes to read the color of water, and a tongue sharp enough to taste the depths of the human heart. What follows is my recollection of the summer of the 25th year of the Qianlong reign, a summer when the chill from my hands sent tremors through an entire dynasty. Beijing in June was like a colossal steamer basket. The stench of sweat mixed with greasy fumes from the Imperial kitchen, thickening the air until it felt almost solid. I stood in the darkest corner, my hands submerged in a basin of ice water, the cold biting all the way to the bone. The Empress was ill. Her sickness lay not in the lungs, nor the liver, but in the heart. Amid the suffocating heat, the world itself felt so oppressive to her that she could not swallow a single grain of rice. The most renowned imperial chefs had presented stewed bird's nest and the finest shark fin, yet every dish was returned untouched, rejected with the same icy indifference. Shen Xueyan, it is your turn. The chief eunuch's voice was hoarse from the heat. If this bowl of soup is poured out as well, then the head on your shoulders won't be worth keeping. I did not tremble. I dried my ice-cold hands on the hem of my indigo robe and fixed my gaze on the massive block of ice just delivered from the deep underground ice cellar. To me, fire was merely a tool for cooking, but ice was what preserved a dish's soul. I did not use a stove. Instead, I requested a set of pure silver knives and bowls carved from jade. Appetizer, plum blossoms in clear snow. I lifted the block of ice and carved swiftly with my blade. In moments, shards of ice scattered like snow falling in the 6th lunar month. I shaped a small hollow sphere of snow. Inside, I placed crimson plum petals I had secretly preserved in snow salt since the previous winter. When I drizzled over it a touch of wild honey blended with peppermint oil I had distilled and hidden myself, a cool, austere fragrance spread through the air. I called it the breath of winter. Main course, jade hands of the icy heart. Next, I selected a rare white goby from the cold springs of Changbai Mountain. Its flesh was translucent, like polished jade. I neither fried nor steamed it. With a blade as thin as cicada wings, I slipped between the fibers, slicing the fish into pieces so fine one could see through them. I arranged them on a stone plate carved in the shape of a blooming lotus. The secret lay in the sauce, aged black vinegar blended with dried tangerine peel that had been matured for over 2 decades. The deep acidity of time itself would cook the fish upon the cold stone without a single flame. As I knelt beneath the palace steps, sweat dripped from my brow onto the scorching tiles, yet my hands maintained the chill needed to present the tray. The Empress sat there, her face pale, weary eyes fixed on the snow before her. She lifted a silver spoon and took a small bite. The moment the cold touched her tongue, I saw her lashes quiver. She closed her eyes. Perhaps she saw again her homeland of Jiangnan, where winters blanket the lakes in white, where she had once been a free young girl, not the mistress of a harem steeped in intrigue. So cold. Yet it warms my heart, she murmured. Beside her, Emperor Qianlong, the most powerful man under heaven, regarded me with a razor-sharp gaze. He lifted a piece of jade hands of the icy heart with his chopsticks. Silence engulfed the hall, heavy enough to suffocate. Fascinating, he said at last, setting down his chopsticks, his voice low. The world uses fire to cook. You alone use ice to conquer hearts. Shen Xueyan, you are not merely a chef, you are a sorceress hiding in the kitchen. That day, I did not lose my head. On the contrary, I was appointed female official of the Imperial kitchen, receiving the gold-embroidered apron, the highest symbol of authority in the culinary world of the palace. Yet as I stood alone in the wind-swept courtyard, gazing toward the kitchens shrouded in rising smoke, I knew my life had turned a page. From this moment on, my cooking was no longer just for sustenance, it was a weapon for survival. In the Forbidden City, human hearts were as cold as blocks of ice, and I, the one who commanded the cold, would have to learn how not to let it freeze my own heart. I turned back into the kitchen, my hands once more seeking the icy water, preparing the final dessert, starry sky at summer's end. For I knew that tonight, someone would lie awake, troubled by the rise of a small female chef me. The moon had climbed high, and the stars above the Forbidden City were as cold as the osmanthus petals floating in my crystal jelly. Good night to you all. May your dreams carry a purity as delicate as plum blossoms blooming in the snow.